These are the top 10 palettes of 2022. Not all of these palettes were released in 2022, most of them were. I think I'm going to divide this into two videos. Coming in at number 10 for me is the Oden Solmåne 2 palette. Honestly, if without these last shades here, this is pretty much a pastel palette on my skin. I do have swatches on my Instagram of it. The mattes are fine. They blend out beautifully, but they're not as pigmented as I tend to like. However, the shimmers in here are excellent. So for that reason, I did find myself impressed enough for it to be in top 10. At number 9, we have this palette here from Laroc Cosmetics. This is their Lost in Paradise palette. It was a collab that they did with an influencer named Saskia. I appreciate just how vibrant the tones are in this palette. So many rainbow palettes are usually super cool tone, but this year we got a number of warm tone rainbow palettes. Slight spoiler, that came out this year that just spoke to my soul. I would have liked a deeper brown, especially since I've been getting more into neutrals, but as you can see, I've definitely done damage on this. Hitting us at number 8 is the Beauty Bay Bright 2.0. Initially kind of thought of this as a cash grab and I wasn't going to get it, but then I liked the inclusion of this much warmer purple than you get in the original Bright and Bright Mattes. I also like the inclusion of deeper neutral tones here. Coming in at number 7 is the Blend Bunny Dollhouse palette. This is a lot lower mostly because it is a neutral palette, so while I am getting more into neutrals, I tend to stick to more colorful palettes. And I found myself blown away mostly by the shimmers in here. She has definitely done a good job with improving the shimmers since Surge. I think these are among my favorite shimmers in my collection, just in terms of the smoothness, the opacity, the shine. Coming in at number 6 is a palette that did not come out in 2022. I actually think it came out a couple years ago. It is the NYX Ultimate Utopia 40 pan eyeshadow palette. I had very low expectations getting this. I only got it because I saw a review Makeup Missa did on her Modern Dreamer, and she swore that it was super duper good, and she and I tend to have similar tastes in eyeshadow formulas. I had the NYX Ultimate Brights and it was hot garbage. Hot, spicy garbage. But I was so impressed. The mattes in here are pigmented, blendable. Again, the Blend Bunny formula, the mattes are better, but the color story in here is just much more interesting. You have these kind of cool tone blues and grays, you get more warm browns, mustardy browns, rosy tones. You get a lot of depth than you might expect. I just was so impressed with this palette. This might be my current favorite neutral eyeshadow palette, which I'm shocked that I even have a favorite neutral eyeshadow palette. If they lowered the price, I think this would be an absolute steal, maybe at like $27, $28. But at $40, I would say definitely get this on a sale.